Hello, friends. We are live again, and I still don't know how to start a stream because why bother to learn if I'm gonna keep streaming? Just keep winging it. Hello. How are y'all?
Good, how are you?
Clearly very tired. Would you like to introduce yourself to everyone who already knows you?
Yeah, we can do that. Hi, I'm Violet. My channel's Writing Violet. I actually posted a video today. It was not a writing video, but it's a video about my Disneyland trip. You can check it out. Oh, I gotta show you one of the souvenirs I got. It's a rat!
Oh my god.
It's Remy! It's Rat from Ratatouille!
I know, I had to buy it because when I saw it. So
That is
writing buddy
amazing.
for today. I was so thirsty backstage, and I was like, I just want to show you guys on stream. So that's me. I'm Violet.
That is incredible. I love that.
I can leave it right there just in frame. Perfect.
There he is in all his glory. And hello, I'm Katie. I'm a little bit sick today, so sorry if I have to frequently mute to sneeze or blow my nose. Obviously, I'm a writing channel, and I don't know if I'm going to write today, but I'm here for social hour.
Yeah.
It's my favorite part of streams.
I'm Danny. You are on my channel. Today is the third day in a row that I'm streaming, so I'm losing my mind a little bit, but in a different way than I thought I was this weekend because I'm home without my boyfriend for this weekend, and so I need streams to socialize. And I'm definitely going to be writing today because I wrote 111 words yesterday, and that is not enough. So that's where I'm at. Let's see. In comments, we have Crystal, hello. Violet coming in with the rat. Hello, Marta. And Nikki. OMJ.
OMJ.
And Michael is here. Hello. All the people in the comments, let us know how you're doing, if you're doing stuff today, or if you're just going to vibe.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, 111 is like a nice looking number, so at least there's that.
It is a nice number, that's true.
Would have been better if you got it on 1111. 111.
Okay,
11,
we can't have everything, Katie.
I know, I'm just saying.
So that's how my writing's been going. How about you guys?
Oh, I haven't been writing at all. I think I wrote like the first couple days of the month, and then I just kind of... I did start thinking about my story yesterday because, I was listening to Red all day, and there were so many songs on there that I've been waiting to put on my Taylor Swift only High School Monster Hunter playlist. But I've been like not wanting to listen to them because I was waiting for the Taylor's version. So I was getting into the vibe. I was like, oh yes, you're going on the playlist.
Writing. I took 3 days off of my flash prompt thing, so I have to write that for the day because today I'm like, you got to get back on the horse. Like, you missed 3 days. Like, you got to get back on it. But I've been working on my witch book, which has been good. Just a lot of character stuff. There's so many characters. Oh my god, it's just like, wow. I just have to work on all these characters for 17 years.
So Katie's bringing character soup to the soup potluck.
I am. I'm bringing character soup.
That sounds a little cannibalistic.
What would Laura Nettles do? I need a bracelet of that. What would Laura Nettles do?
Yeah.
I'm also bringing insult soup. I'm bringing insult soup to the potluck too.
So are there any characters that aren't gonna stick around, but you don't want to cut them yet anyway? Because that's what happens with me. I'll like start planning stuff out and be like, this isn't gonna stay, but we're gonna keep it for now.
Yeah. I mean, I've already deleted one of them where I was like, oh, I could like write this character, but like I could just combine him with another character and it have the same purpose. But no, there's a lot of just a lot of characters. And I know like I'm creating more characters than I'll end up needing because I know Wallace is going to be like 90% of these you don't need. And I'll be like, but what if I do? So yeah, there's probably a lot that are going to get cut, but at this point, it's the road I've taken and I'm going to stay in that lane.
That's fair. Stick to
How
your
many
guns.
POVs?
Only two POVs.
Are they,
Surprisingly for me.
are they like the Wrath King where they're a third person, or you dabbling in first person?
I think I'm going to stick with third person. But weirdly enough, so I wrote the Wrath King in third person past tense, but I've been writing all of my like flash fiction prompts in present tense. And now I'm like kind of realizing I like present tense. So I'm like, am I going to write this book in
Third person
present tense?
That's an interesting choice.
I know. I don't know if it'll stick with it, but like that's what's happening at the moment, and I'm not sure I'm vibing, but like also at the same time, it's what's happening. So I don't know. It's a weird thing because I usually am like I hate present tense, but now I'm like present tense though.
I can't think of like any books I've read that are third person present. I know a lot of first person present, but like third person
Yeah.
present.
You know, maybe I'll start a new trend. No, I'm kidding. It's probably a reason there's not third person present. Get an agent and they'll be like, yeah, no. This needs
What
to
is
pass.
this?
What are you doing?
All right. Michael's going to be vacuuming. That's fair. I can't remember the last time I vacuumed, so should probably do that.
What's vacuuming?
Nikki needs to try and write and edit their video for tomorrow. That's fair. Crystal's been playing Animal Crossing all day, and now her Switch is dead. Charge it and go back to playing Animal Crossing?
Yeah, you can play while it's charging. That's what I
Yeah.
do.
Unless you don't have an outlet nearby. That's my biggest issue is the outlet isn't close enough to the bed. So if I want to play while it's charging, I have to sit on the floor, which I've done. But
Yeah. You just have to get an extension cord and then put the extension cord on the bed. I do.
Marta was gonna work on a crochet during the stream, but her hands have already started hurting, so maybe she'll just read. Give them a break.
What are you crocheting, Marta? Can't just drop this out here in the universe.
More dinos?
Lexi is here. Hello, how are you? Katie, are you skipping the prompts you missed altogether, or are you trying to do multiple prompts in one day to catch up?
I am skipping the 3 that I missed. And the reason I'm doing that is just because, like, so I'll still have, like, it'll still be even, like, on my Instagram feed, because there's, obviously, it's 3 across, and so if I just skip 3, it'll be fine. And I was going to make up the 3 and just post all 3 in one day, but then I was like, okay, that's, like, a one-way ticket to burnout land, and that was not the point, so...
Just do them
Sorry.
in December.
The sentence, it's still going to be even on my Instagram. that killed me.
Yeah.
I'm a social media entrepreneur. No kidding.
Like I was like promoting my new video, and I posted a picture of my mug, and I was like, oh, my last picture was also a mug. Maybe I shouldn't post 2 mugs in a row. Who cares?
Post a 3rd mug, and then you have a row of mugs.
But then the next time you post something, it'll be like off.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Just
Instagram
only
is
post
hard.
mugs from now on. I think that's the move.
Writing mug Violet.
Mug
Just change your Instagram name.
Lexi says, IDK, you know, I had been considering switching back to third person because first person with 5 POVs is rough. I can almost see trying out third person present. All 5 of them are first person?
You have way more strength
Excuse
than I
me?
do. How? How do you differentiate them that much? You must be really strong at voice. What's your secret?
Even just 5
Alexi?
POVs in general, that's hard.
It's more than I've done. And
Yeah, that's why I've been sticking to not like omniscient narrator, but like slightly wider than like third person limited, so I can still get other characters without having to do distinct POVs. That's my hack, guys.
there you
It's
go.
like this last chapter, my main character was like not unconscious, but like kind of delirious from pain. So I like switched over to the other character for a little bit because like he was like taking care of her, and I'm like, this is fine. This is a stylistic choice.
It's like, this is on purpose, not because I want to do this. It's for the narrative.
Present tense is great for horrors and thrillers. That's
Yeah.
true. And a lot of romance, I've been told, is in present tense. Crystal's phone is almost dead, so she has gotta wait for her phone to charge, and then she go back to playing. That's just rough. No advice there. That's just rough.
Just watch YouTube videos, Crystal.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Or
have
Critical Role.
Crystal already watched my new vlog. Watch it again, Crystal.
Give me those watch hours.
Yeah. I do that sometimes. If there's like a video that I really, really liked the aesthetic of, I'll go back and rewatch it. Like Marta's vlog where she's her Halloween weekend. I watched that like 3 times already.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Sasha is here. Hello.
Sasha.
Marta says, part of me wants to tell you, but part of me wants to keep this a secret. That's a little mean.
No, that's fair.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say. Sorry.
We have a happy Saturday from Anna. I'm glad someone knows what day of the week it is because Violet and I certainly don't.
I don't either. So it makes there all 3 of us.
Good. That's fair. Playing your Switch while it's charging is John Tier Gaming. Mysterious Marta. Is that her cryptid name?
Ooh, it could be.
Are we Chaos Queens getting cryptids now?
Yes. Mysterious Marta, Rat Violet. I don't know if that's a cryptid.
It's ratting. Ratting Violet.
Ratting Violet, right? Her official name.
Lexi says, if I make a nano vlog, it will 100% be posted in December. It might even be recorded in December. I'll never tell. That's a big mood. Today I got up and I'm like, I should film like a clip as like an intro to the day and like what I'm planning to do. And then I'm like, or I could just do a bunch of stuff and then at the end of the day recap it. And that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, it's just easier.
Miranda is here. Hello.
Miranda.
Lexi doesn't have a secret. She's struggling. All of her characters are very distinct, but it's still super hard.
Yeah.
I can
Characters
imagine.
are so yeah, that's craziness. I don't know why you made that decision, but good luck.
Crystal says, I will totally give y'all more watch hours, gonna be an adult and apply for more jobs. That's exciting.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Adulting is hard.
Sasha just got back from breakfast. Her and the hubby. Did we know Sasha's husband's name? Is this Sasha lore drop?
I think it is. Sasha and Michael.
Sasha and Michael spent the whole time plotting out a chapter in her current work in progress. Came up with some awesome plot points. So excited. That's so fun.
That's so sweet too. I love that.
Well, Miranda Rat. So my older sister does like Disney ears as like a side gig because she's like super hands-on creative type and she makes like really, really nice ones. And she took a couple of years break from it and just started getting back into it. And the first one she made, she sent me and my twin sister a picture. And it was white ears with a pink bow and like lines on the ears that look like whiskers. And she's like, oh, can you guess who this is? And we're like, Marie from the Aristocats. And she's like, no, you're stupid. It's not that. And then sent another picture a little while later with like a small wooden spoon glued across the middle of the bow. She's like, obviously it's Remy, but Remy is gray. Remy's not
It's
even
gray. Remy is gray.
She was like offended that we didn't understand that she was doing Remy. And I'm like, you didn't have the spoon on there and you have the wrong color. They still turned out super cute, but
My first thought was like the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland.
that'd be a good
I
one
love
too. That was my little mini rant that I've been thinking about since Violet showed her cup. Lexi says, it's just like I have this thing going on where some characters know things that other characters don't know. Tension. Michael is officially Miguel.
Miguel.
I have an uncle whose name is Michael, and we call him Miguel just for fun sometimes. And his middle name is John. So whenever we like, I don't know, like my mom likes to like poke fun at him and like calls him Miguel Juan just for no reason.
Just cause.
I don't know where that came from, but it's just something that has been happening for years now.
Michael could go by Mickey to keep up with the mouse rat theme
There
and
you
the
go.
Disney theme.
Lexi, and what some characters believe ends up being disproven by other characters' POVs, so the reader knows it's an incorrect belief but has no way to warn the character. That's so mean! I hate knowing stuff that the characters don't know, because it hurts me that I can't talk to them.
That's the best way to do multi-POV, though. It really is.
This is why I can't do multiple points of view, because I feel mean keeping my characters in the dark.
It's the best way, though. Keeps people on their toes. You know, they have to like.
Views is crucial.
Yeah.
Or Sasha's husband could be Miguel. Hello, Rose. Nice to see you. Very appropriate avatar. A bunch of
Very.
roses.
Been funny if they were like tulips or something.
That would have been really funny.
Or Rose and I could switch. I could have Rose and she could have violets. Could be a little inside joke.
Ooh, there you go.
Remember that one time, Violet, you just changed your icon to a rat for a day?
You sent me the rat picture. You're like, look, this is you. And I was like, I need that as my profile picture right now.
That was legitimately one of the best things, seeing that pop up and being like, oh my god, wait a minute.
Yeah,
It was
that was
amazing.
from
I
Danny.
was-
She sent it to me.
It was incredible.
It came
I
up on
loved
my,
it.
my Instagram, and I'm like, oh my god, a rat. I have to send this to Violet. There's just certain things you associate with certain people. Today I saw on my Instagram someone made a crochet frog, and I'm like, oh, that's real cute. Let me send that to Marta. It
Yeah.
just makes sense.
We got our brands.
Yeah. Nikki says there are at least 50 characters in Project Appalachia. Good luck with that. I'm assuming they're not all like big important characters. I would hope not for your sake.
I'm kind of surprised though, because like granted, I don't know much about Nikki's project, but like to me, I feel like there'd be less characters in like a horror. Isn't it like a thriller horror and like obviously the Appalachians and stuff? Are these characters like all human?
Ooh, I hope not.
Not me trying to fishing for, because I want to know since they talked about it being a video game, like it being really cool as a video game. Like, ooh, I want to know. Want to know everything.
Nikki, Miguel. See, you got your pick of names.
You do.
It's like yesterday, or not yesterday, 2 days ago when I revealed that one of my closest friends is also named Danny, and everyone's like, what? Yeah, I don't know. We met on Tumblr and just like, hey, my name is Danny. And I'm like, oh my god, me too.
Let's be friends forever.
No, the real reason that we became friends is because of Naruto. So
That's how
we
all the
both
best
like
friendships start.
really got into it at the same time, and so I was like searching for it on Tumblr, and his blog came up because he like had a Naruto URL or something, and I'm like, oh my god, it was, oh my god, it was so funny. But
Only on the internet.
yeah, Lexi says, thanks, I'm trying. I'm not going to give up on first person just yet because I feel like it would be really impactful if I can make it work. I believe in you.
I don't know, I'm kind of here for it. I like doing like experimental stuff, like I don't know, doing some chapters in first and third, like for different characters. I think that's also bold. I love when I see books that are like that. I'm like, oh, that was a bold choice, and I like it.
It's like you are making moves.
I have a novella that I wrote not this past summer, but the summer before. And some of it is from third, like the actual like chapters are from third person point of view. But then there's like letters and emails and things interspersed that are from first person from the point of view who sent them. And that was really weird trying to figure it out, but it's not
I like
very
that.
good. One day I'll return to that project, but not anytime soon.
I like that kind of stuff. I think it's good for like your creativity to just throw spaghetti at the wall sometimes and do weird shit.
Yeah. I like books that end up being like kind of multimedia too. Like there's a book called The Night Film that came out like a bunch of years ago, but it was about like this horror film that had gained like a cult following, and like a bunch of people had died around it. And so like the whole book like had like journal entries and like newspaper articles and like transcripts from like documentary pieces and stuff. That was like really cool way to fit the whole story together. So I thought that was really cool. I've always wanted to do something like that.
That's Marisha Pessel, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I have her Neverworld Wake. I read that book and I liked it. It was by her. But I didn't know her other one. I say her other one. Those are the only two that I know she has. She probably has written more, but
Probably.
I didn't know it was mixed media like that. I also like books like that.
Mm-hmm.
Marta can't physically hurt her characters and I can't keep secrets. Yeah. I hate not knowing things. So when I know something that like finding out is going, like my character finding out that would hurt them, I'm like cringing the entire time. Sasha just calls him Huckleberry.
Oh,
So
that's so cute. I love that.
Miranda's making a meme.
I'm excited. I am ready. I'm ready for the meme, Miranda.
Yeah, are you gonna send it in the Discord, I hope?
I'm
Although
ready. I have the Discord open.
This was also sent 5 minutes ago, so like maybe it's already done. I don't know. Yeah, 50 characters, Nikki.
I should count how many characters I have in my different books. It's just a lot.
Mine would be so low because I'm so bad at adding characters.
I still have unnamed characters in my book.
I'm very much guilty of reusing the same background character. So like this one character won't be important to the plot, but anytime I need like a one-off character, it's always the same character.
Oh.
Violet, I love that the little rat is your icon now. It always makes me so happy when it comes up in the chat.
I brought this upon myself.
Is Project Appalachia the new Game of Thrones? Yeah, there's a lot of characters in Game of Thrones. I forgot about that.
The thing is, like, he just kills them all and then introduces new ones. And I'm like, okay.
There's a sale on Michaels for the stream, only 50% off. Sasha's already got hers. At summer camp one year, there were 3 Spanish girls, and all 3 of us were called Marta, and we always hung out together. It confused the heck out of all the teachers. I went to school with a Marta and a Martina.
Oh.
Yeah. And Marta's last name was Martinez, which was very funny, because Marta Martinez. And I feel comfortable saying that live on stream for everyone to see, because that feels like a very common like set of names, so it's not like anybody's gonna find her or anything. Sasha used her rewards card. Laura has arrived. Hello. Getting a massage in just over an hour. So excited. A reward for finishing her first book. That is a good reward.
That is a good reward. And you deserve it too, after like all the work you've done too, like on the movies and stuff. I know you're talking about how the long hours you were pulling for it. So
yeah, you probably also deserve some fancy eclairs, Laura.
Yes.
Mixed media is so fun but so hard. There's a book that I read at the beginning of the year called XX, and it's like really chunky, like 1,200 pages, and it's mixed media, but in the worst way possible because it's like sci-fi, and like I hated it. I read that whole thing. I stuck through it for the spite, but I hated every second of it.
Spite reading.
Spite reading.
Mm-hmm.
You have more strength than I do.
Thriller horror, one creature, 4 time periods with their own characters: 1790, 1850, 1930, 2008-ish, give or take. Each time period has a set of characters, a whole crew of miners in 1790. Oh yeah, I remember we were talking in the Discord once where like a bunch of us just had like mountains and caves and mining stuff in our stories, and we were just like, that's a weird coincidence. Part 2 is a group of hunters and most of a town as an angry hunting mob in 1890. 2 teens in a smaller town hunting mob in 1930. Present day is a town council who are business owners / park rangers in a tourist town and 6 hikers. That seems like a lot to juggle.
I'm really obsessed though. That sounds awesome. That's like right up what I want.
Though when you're reading a book and you need to like take notes or like make a little character map, like as a reader, that's fun when you're engaged as a reader. So you might be onto something, Nikki.
Miranda will send the meme, but it's taking longer, so we will wait.
Never rush a meme. Wait, that's not a thing.
It's not as funny now that it's
never rush a meme. Confucius.
Well, I laugh at anything, Miranda, so you'll at least have me thinking that it's funny.
This is true.
Nikki's gonna kill off most of the characters, so Game of Thrones vibes meets Hillbillies.
Yes,
you
that's gonna be your comp.
Pitch it as that, yeah.
Yes, Game of Thrones meets Hillbillies.
Laura's got an apple turnover. Nice.
Nice.
Oh.
Whiskey wants it too.
I think we should go to a sprint soon on that note, but let me just rush through these comments.
Sprints.
It's also been almost half an hour.
I see Miranda's meme.
Oh my god. Hold up, I have to see this. Which channel is this in?
The cafe.
Oh my god. Miranda, that's so funny.
That is perfection.
He just kills them all, introduces new ones. March's worst nightmare. Sir, please explain yourself.
I know, right?
10 out of 10 would read.
Mm-hmm. Same. If you're looking for beta readers anytime soon.
Marta has read and mostly enjoyed all the Game of Thrones books that are out. So it's just your own characters, I guess? Yes, it was.
George R. Marta.
All right. We have to go to a sprint so that I can make sure my cat is okay. How long are you guys thinking?
20
Miranda
minutes.
is killing me right now.
I have my timer playlist pulled up, so what do you guys want? It's up to you. I'm not making a decision.
20?
All right. Oh god, there's so many.
It is a popular time.
It is. There's a lot of good ones too.
I thought this was snow, but it says ocean. Oh gosh.
Just pick one.
All right, we'll go with Katie's. So
Oh, I like this one.
see you guys in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And that sprint is over. How'd it go? I'm trying not to kick the cat as I swivel my chair around.
I did some beta reading.
Nice.
I got some water and another coffee, and opened up 2 books I got from Barnes & Noble, and then was doing logic puzzles until the end.
What books you get?
It's a short haul. I got Aurora's End, which is the 3rd book in the series, and this is like the end of the trilogy, so I'm like, this is the next book I'm going to read because I've been waiting for this book since last July. And All of Us Villains, which is apparently like the Hunger Games, but like magical tournament. I was like, why not?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I got 422 words after checking on the cat. She was just upset that I had closed the door to my bedroom. Like, I'm sorry, I'm streaming and I don't want to disturb my roommate, who I'm pretty sure is still in bed, but that's besides the point. And so she was just screaming at the door, and now she's under my desk.
She wanted to be a part of the stream. She wanted to be a part of Social Hour.
I tried to get her to go. She sometimes goes up in the windowsill over here, and you can see my stack of books there from a picture I took yesterday, and I just never put it back. Sometimes she goes up on the windowsill, but she hasn't lately, so I liked, oh, she's moving. Where is she going? Sorry. Michael says, we've been chatting so long that my cat is in danger. She is not in danger. She's just a whiny little baby.
She was demanding a sprint.
She's like, y'all talk too much.
I like this one. Save the cat. Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, Katie, what's up with your candle maintenance?
It's really bad. I'm sorry. I don't know how to keep track of them. Yeah, the poor candle is now
Killed
like.
candle. Oh,
Well, it's she died of natural causes. Like she burned out. You know. She has no more wax.
oof. Rip eucalyptus rain.
It was a really nice candle.
It sounds like it was a nice candle. Sasha says to Nikki, your story sounds amazing. I love that you are using minors. Mine stories always give me the creeps in the best ways.
Yeah.
I agree, which is why there's not really minors in my story. There's one, but he's dead.
Ooh.
Not a zombie, just a corpse, but but like they go
Yes,
through
plot
the
twist.
minds. Lexi has a recommendation of something. I'm not quite sure what that is, but thank you. And a wild Caitlin appeared for a second. Nikki says, thank you. Mine's giving me the creeps too. I watched The Descent again, and I was worried about how scared I'd be since I was watching alone at night, and I watch a lot of horror unfazed.
Ooh.
Yeah, I could never watch horror alone, and my boyfriend hates horror, so it's usually just me watching it kind of by myself, but making sure he's in the room.
I love horror movies.
Me too, but like, they scare the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Crystal says every time I watch a video, it's the exact same ad, so I tell YouTube I don't want to see the ad because I've seen it already. What happens in the next video? The same ad. Just get an ad blocker.
There you go.
Right now, this comment is a Katie blocker.
That's fine. I'll just stay here.
Oh, and Aang appeared. Hello, how are you? Controversial opinion, but I'd make a Twilight/Midnight Mass crossover in the year of our Lord 2021, and I think it's the deranged girl autumn vibes coming to lobotomize me.
I would, in the year of our Lord 2021, I would watch or read a Twilight Midnight Mass crossover.
I haven't even seen Midnight Mass, and I agree.
It's
I
so
may
good.
not have been into Twilight like in its heyday, but I'm here for the Twilight Renaissance.
It's a really a time. Did you hear that Stephanie Meyer is apparently writing a sequel about Renesmee and Jacob called Moonchild?
when is she going to finish the other series that she started writing? Because the host was
Probably
supposed
never.
to be a series. And then
I have no
the
idea,
first, like,
but I keep
couple
seeing
chapters
TikToks
got
about it.
spoiled. And she's like, well, now I'm not going to do it. Like, but then
The
she
amount of
posted,
time-
she posted Midnight Sun 14 years after it was supposed to be out, even though it got spoiled, and she said she wasn't going to work on it again. So maybe the host will get its series eventually anyway.
Here's what I don't understand. I have never heard of like an author's books being like leaked as much as Stephanie Meyer's are. So like, does she leak them herself?
Maybe, or she just has a really bad. Oh, I still have the banner up. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I'm bad at
Oh.
this.
Bad, Danny. I'm kidding.
Either she does it herself, or like she just has a really bad inner circle.
Like, I cannot imagine. Like, I have never heard of another author's work getting leaked in the way, like, continuously, like, multiple times,
Mm-hmm.
like Stephanie Meyer's are. Like, I'm starting to get suspicious of her leakage. That was a weird sentence. Anyway, yeah, apparently she's writing a Renesmee sequel.
Nobody
Called
wants that.
Moonchild.
Yeah, I don't think
I
there's a
know.
single person who wants that.
I mean, I kind of want it just
Oh my
to see the
God.
internet explode.
There's enough fan fiction of it out there. I don't think we need like an official source.
I know. I don't know.
Hannah
But
reread
if she
the
was
chapter.
wait, hold on. I just have to say
Sorry.
one thing on the Twilight note. If she was gonna write something in the Twilight universe, I would like a prequel thing about Carlisle, or like that would be cool.
Yes. Yes. Give me that Carlisle prequel.
I
Or
want-
like a Volturi prequel.
I want a buddy cop thing with Carlisle and Charlie. That's what I want. I
Yes.
want to see them hanging out and being
Yes.
bros.
I want a romance.
Oh, what's the Billy? Is that the Native
Yes,
American?
Billy.
Yes. Like,
Billy
just the
Black.
three of them hanging out and like being enemies, but also being friends. Like that's the story that I want.
Forks
Also-
friends.
Also, the female werewolf. I don't remember her name.
Leah.
Yeah,
Leah.
she was so cool. Why don't we get more of her?
Friends who fork,
Leah.
and it's an orgy.
Oh my god, Violet.
Oh my god. Yes.
Okay, sorry, Anna. She reread that chapter that she did last time. Good for you. And we got to see the books. Miranda organized her Scrivener doc and now needs to re-outline because she's run out of headlights.
Your headlights have burned out.
Lexi reread up to where she left off last night and then decided to be distracted by TikTok. It's fair. Marta did some crocheting, chatted for so long her hands had stopped hurting by the time we sprinted. See, this is all for you, Marta. Lexi really needs to read a manuscript for work, but she's a monster and leaves everything until the very last second. Mood. Me with my still unfinished outline for my nano project that I'm currently drafting. I'm rapidly approaching where I left off. I'm on chapter 13 now, and I only have 21 chapters outlined. So I probably should get to that soon. We'll see.
Just live dangerously on the edge.
Laura was watching a video about Dark Academia. Very interesting stuff. What if there was a boarding school in the wilds of Canada? YA thriller? Books and moose, libraries and ice skating. I would love a Canadian Dark Academia, but I also just love Dark Academia, so.
Me too.
Also moose. Moose are my mom's favorite animal. Fun fact.
Interesting.
My mom's also
I can't believe
Canadian,
how big
though,
they are.
so.
Another what more Danny lore drop.
I feel like this has been dropped already.
Has it?
God, I'm so behind on the comments.
It's okay. We're vibing.
Sasha's rewriting a character description. If I could speak English, that would be fantastic. She's turning out to be 180 of what I thought she would be, and a shape-shifting cat, apparently.
Ooh.
Nice. Marta doesn't watch horror, full stop. Don't need this sort of torture in her life. But you enjoyed Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones has some deep horror aspects.
Make it make sense, Marta. Make it make sense.
Lexi says, Laura, don't forget about the cougar stalking you in the woods. Is that common in Canada?
I feel like that's common anywhere there's forests.
Yeah. I recently learned that like cougars and mountain lions and like a whole bunch of other things are the same animal. And they just have a million names. And like, why? For what point?
Telling you guys, Big Cat Rescue YouTube channel. It's going to give you all the facts. Leopards, cheetahs, pumas. Murdering your husband, you know.
Oh my god. Marta's boyfriend isn't allowed to watch her when she's in the same house as him. Not even the same room, the same house? Wow. Yeah, Crystal is also here for the Twilight other thing that I forgot the name of crossover.
Midnight Mass.
Yeah, thank you. Jail for Stephanie. Jail for Stephanie. For
Jail.
1,000 years.
Write about Renesmee, jail, straight away, right to jail.
A vampire love story with a priest and a dumb bitch who figures it out anyway. In a small town full of mysteries, it'd be a bestseller.
It would be. Because I would buy 100 copies.
Why would you need that many?
Support of Ang.
Like a book castle out of books.
No one else wants the sequel.
No one does.
This bread is moldy as hell. Get new bread. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know what this is about. I already forgot what we were talking about.
Probably just me wanting the Moonchild book because I just want to see the internet crash.
Ah, yes, yes. Father Carlisle can get it. I said what had to be said.
Although Miranda does not like Carlisle, at least in the movies, because she hates Peter Facinelli.
I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, I forgot they have a feud.
That makes it sound like it's double-sided, Violet. I don't think this man has anything against Miranda.
I think I'm kind of here for it, though.
Crystal's here for the Carlisle and Charlie buddy cop. Also, anything with Alice, she can do no wrong. It's fair.
Yeah. Except for the fact that, she's in love with the Civil War soldier.
Yeah,
Oh
but
yeah.
It's
we're
choice.
gonna blame
It's a
Stephanie
choice.
on that one.
Yeah, not Jasper. That's all Stephanie.
Have you guys do you know who Lady Yasmina is? She's like does like fun music and stuff, and then her Instagram is Yasmin Sahid. She has this like ongoing joke of her like acting as the Twilight characters, and her as Jasper is literally the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'll have
But,
to look
like-
that up. I haven't heard of that.
I will try to remember to find it later. Miranda wouldn't hate a story about the werewolves, not written by her, but like someone. Yeah. Well, first of all, not even werewolves. They're just shapeshifters who turn into wolves. That pissed me off so much. Second of all, we just really need to leave. I don't know how to pronounce the name of the tribe, but we need to leave them alone because, like, they don't deserve that.
Yeah. Also,
On
there
a
needs...
Twilight rant.
Is this to turn into Nostalgia Book Club without us knowing?
Wallace isn't even here.
I know.
We're
She's missing out.
prepping for when is Twilight? Is that February or January?
February.
Okay, this is the prep. This is the appetizer.
I do want a werewolf like renaissance though of like books about werewolves. I really want one of those.
I have a werewolf story in my brain that I've been wanting to write since middle school, but I cannot figure out the ending. And until I figure out the ending, my brain will not let me work on it. So
Oof.
yeah, it features a bisexual werewolf main character, and what more could you want?
Literally nothing else. I'm sold. I want it right now.
And I was obsessed with a fic back in the day that was Carlisle and Esme falling in love. My screens are going black everywhere. I have so much going on. Stephanie did Leah so wrong.
She did. Also, the misogyny of like the women not turning into werewolves
Yeah, what's
or not
that?
shifting, not being able to shift. Like,
Mhm.
what?
And then
Excuse
there's
me?
one that can, and we just don't know anything about it. Like, that's so interesting.
Like, of course you have like all of like these younger guys, like her brother Seth, who I'm pretty sure is like 14, being
You
forcibly
guys
turned into a
remember
werewolf.
this story so well.
I was a Twilight girly. What can I say?
Katie,
I
when's
watched
the
those
last
movies
time
and
you
read those books
Twilight?
a lot. Ooh, maybe 8 or 9 years ago.
See, I've never read them, but there was this dude on YouTube who did a like reading of it where every video he read a chapter and like was giving his comments as he went through, and it was just so funny that I had to watch the entire thing. The videos have since been like privated or deleted or something because I've tried to find them and I just can't. But like it was just the funniest thing ever, and I've seen the movies.
Strip Cover Lit did a really good Twilight analysis. Would highly recommend a very snarky literary analysis of Twilight by two like pretty pretentious literary guys.
Ooh,
If you
I'm
can
here
find
for
a
that.
link, you can send it in the thing.
Will
'cause you
do,
have
yeah.
French powers.
I can do that. Yeah.
The wrenches.
Much like your candle, Miranda forgot to trim the wicks and headlights, and the house is about to burn down.
Oh, that's a big mood.
Last week, my boyfriend forgot to blow out a candle before going to bed, and it was just burning all night. Yeah, I woke up, and he's like, "Hey, so guess what I forgot to do?" And I'm like, "Oh my god."
He almost killed y'all.
Yeah, he's so stupid. And I'm allowed to say that because I know he doesn't watch my streams.
Oh, that's rude. Especially stupid for not watching the streams.
I mean, I also
Does he watch your
call him
videos?
stupid to his face. He does, but he mutes them. But I get the watch hours and the like on my video, so it's fine. He can hear me filming them.
Oh, okay.
He's in the apartment
Okay.
when I film them, so.
Still.
Miranda also enjoyed Game of Thrones and doesn't like horror. And reading it isn't as bad, and when she's watching Game of Thrones, she can close her eyes at the bad parts, and her boyfriend can tell her when to open them again. My, sophomore year of college, I lived in like a suite housing kind of style, and there were 8 of us all living together, and we decided to watch Game of Thrones together. And my one friend Tiara, she had no idea of anything that was happening. The rest of us all had at least like a baseline of knowledge, and I had already seen the first couple seasons. The one whose like idea it was had already seen it all the way through up to that point. And so we're watching it. We get to the part with Ned Stark, and who was Tiara's favorite character because she loves the actor. And she's like not even watched. She's like on her phone. Everything. You're like, Tiara, are you even gonna watch the show? Looks up right as the thing happens, and she's instantly started crying.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Poor
it
girl,
was
though. Traumatizing.
funny. Yeah. I don't think she's forgiven us for that.
I feel really bad because I convinced my one friend, I caught up with her or had her catch up for the last season. And obviously like she loved it up until the last season. But my other friend who I lived with was like, yeah, like I'll watch it, but like I'll watch it when it's all out. And I was like, oh great, like I'll rewatch it with you. Well, now I can't stand it, and literally all of it is ruined because of the last season. So I feel really bad that she's never going to watch it with me because I refuse to ever watch it again.
Yeah, I just started finishing reading through the books because I had stopped reading the second book, Clash of Kings, because I was reading it while the series was still going. I was getting confused, like being in season 5, reading a book about season 2. So it's now been long enough that I just finished Clash of Kings like 2 weeks ago.
The books are good. I hope he just doesn't end it the way he did. They did the show because the show was.
I've only
Still
seen
angry.
like the first 4 seasons, and then I watched the series finale, but I watched it in German because I was in Germany at the time it aired.
Interesting.
And so I have no idea, like I vaguely know what happened because I know a couple of German words. I can tell what's happening on screen, but like I hadn't seen the previous 3 seasons.
Honestly, though, only watching the first 4 seasons is probably the best you can get because those are the best seasons of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are the seasons that have books, right? Then afterwards, they're a little bit Going off
They go-
course.
They go
Well,
off the
they
rails.
also like don't follow the books. Like the first season and the first book are pretty close, but then they kind of just split.
Yeah, they slowly. Yeah.
Well, like now, actually, since I just read Clash of Kings, I think the TV series did it better because like they had like Robb Stark like following him in the battles, and in the book, like he's not a POV character, so they're just like, oh, here's a letter of what's happening. Like it's like referenced what's going on in all the battles. We don't see anything of it on page.
Yeah. I don't know why he didn't make Robb Stark a POV character.
Lexi, dead ass though, guys. There's nothing as deeply disturbing as being hunted out in the woods. You think it's a human-dominated world until suddenly you're faced with the reality of how weak you are.
Yeah. And how big animals are. One time I was driving, we were in Canada and we were driving down the highway and there was we slowed down. It was on the side of the road. There was this giant ass grizzly bear. And like I had never seen a grizzly bear before, but like this was it was humongous. Literally one of the biggest things I've ever seen in my whole life. Like it was wild. And like, you know, because you can see them in like zoos and stuff, and you're like, okay, like this is cool, they're cute or whatever, like, you know, but then like out in the wild, you're like, this thing would fucking kill me.
Yeah. There's a lot of bears in not quite where I grew up, but like a couple towns away my cousins grew up, and they just had bears roaming around the town all the time. And I'm just like, no thanks. My hometown has like deer and wild turkeys, and like I'll stick with those.
Yeah. We have black bears where we are, and they're big and they're scary, but like you don't really see them because they usually run away because they're not aggressive. At least the ones around here.
So apparently it is a two-sided feud because he didn't drop a couple bucks in the tip jar. I stand corrected. All right.
He started it.
Lexi apparently knew what I was talking about, so I'm glad. Listen, guys, if the Vampire Diaries can have a Civil War soldier as a main love interest, Stephanie can also have this for a side character.
Who was the love interest who was a Civil War soldier?
I have no
In
idea.
Vampire
I've never seen the
Diaries.
Vampire Diaries.
I've seen them and I can't remember who that is.
Just kidding, they're both terrible. Miranda listened to a podcast recapping the book, so she's fairly familiar with the first one. Quileute. Okay,
Wait.
that makes sense. I can see that. I'm just really bad at reading comprehension, so... Sasha's never read them either. I can't believe we're still on the Twilight comments. This feels like it was so long ago.
It was good.
The first movies are guilty pleasure. Always makes her hungry for mushroom ravioli.
That is true. The thing is, like, okay, so I just last night watched Tenet, which has Robert Pattinson in it, and like I just had like flashbacks during the entire movie of remembering like that I had a serious childhood crush on Robert Pattinson throughout all of the Twilight movies.
Is that a good movie? Because I've heard
Tenet?
mixed things about it.
No, it's so okay. So here's my like 2-minute review. If you like Christopher Nolan movies, I think you'll enjoy it because it has a lot of hallmarks of like Inception and like Interstellar and stuff. It's trying to be those things, but it doesn't firmly establish the rules that we're playing in. So it's all about like traveling, like time travel and like reverse entropy and stuff, but they don't properly explain like how it works. So like 90% of the movie is super confusing because you don't know the mechanics of how they're like going back in time and like all those kinds of things. And I literally didn't understand it until the very end, until they like kind of explained the like, time loop thing. And I'm like, anyway, and it also lacked the heart that I really love. Like there was like no character motivations for like any of the characters. So, if you don't like Christopher Nolan movies, don't watch it.
I love how you mentioned my two least favorite Christopher Nolan movies.
Really?
Inception and Interstellar they freaked me out so bad. Well, Interstellar is my fault because I was drunk and it was 4 a.m. But Inception,
oh my god,
I couldn't understand.
Oh, then don't watch Tenet. As I I understand Inception. I really love Inception. It's one of my favorite movies. Then don't watch Tenet because it's impossible to understand. And
Okay.
like literally the main character doesn't have any like personality or backstory. It's entirely just like plot. There's no character. It's just plot, and the plot doesn't even make sense.
The
Like I
Prestige is
literally
Christopher
don't
Nolan,
understand.
right? The Prestige is Christopher Nolan, right? I think.
I don't know. I know he was the
Am I making
Batman
that up?
movies. Did he do Memento? I think he did Memento.
I
Okay,
love
yeah, it's Christopher
Prestige.
Nolan. I'm not losing my mind. The Prestige is really good.
It's one of my
haven't seen that
favorite
one. I'll have to look
movies.
that one up.
My sister
Christian Bale.
loves The
Ooh, I
Prestige,
do love Christmas.
and I like put off watching it for so long, and then she's just like, "Listen, we're twins. As twins, you have to do this for me." And I'm like, "Okay, that's weird, but whatever." And then I watched the movie, and I understood why she was pulling that card. But like, yeah, it's a good movie. I love Hugh Jackman.
Oh, I do love
Christian
Hugh
Bale.
Jackman
And-
too.
Wasn't David Bowie in it? He was Nikola Tesla.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's been a while
Ooh.
since I've seen that.
Yeah, the casting
Yeah,
is
it's a
great in
lot.
that movie, except for Scarlett Johansson. She is like a stain on the movie. So
This is the Twilight analysis Violet had mentioned like 3 hours ago. Lexi's got a friend from a neighboring tribe. That's fun.
That's cool.
And does not like Twilight's representation of indigenous people, but it also made people aware of a tribe that nobody really knew about before, so it's kind of complicated.
Yeah.
I get that. Girl, I hope the man finishes the damn books before he dies. Is there only one more, or are there supposed to be more after that?
pretty sure
There's
this
two
supposed to
more.
be two.
Oh my
Two more.
god.
Winds of Winter and Dream of Spring.
He needs to finish that so that maybe I'll actually read it. Patrick Rothfuss needs to finish Doors of Stone. It's been 12 years since book 2 came out. Can we just
Oh my
finish this
God.
stupid trilogy?
Did you see the thing that like he's on like Twitch as like a gamer and like people were going on his Twitch and being like, "Hey, can you finish your book?" And he was like, "No."
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Like, from the writer's perspective, I get him. But, like, also, 12 years?
12 years? Like, yeah, it's wild.
Black bears are not super aggressive and mostly leave people alone unless they've been conditioned to the presence of humans and people food.
Yep. They're cute though. I like looking
I
at them
love
from
black
afar.
bears. That's why they're my favorite.
Damon
He's so
is
cute.
apparently the Civil
I
War
don't-
soldier.
I don't remember this, but it also doesn't shock me.
Oh man, I loved when we used to be home and we would see foxes and a wolf occasionally in the woods near our house, and it's so weird, but it's so majestic when they're not being hunted for sport.
I love foxes. Foxes are so cute.
I like foxes too.
If I could have a fox, I would. I understand I cannot, but if I could.
Mhm. If I could have any animal as a pet, I would want a raccoon. I love
Ooh.
raccoons more than anything else. We were talking about favorite animals on the stream the other day. I changed my mind. It's raccoons. I love them. Also possums. I really like possums.
Oh, possums are so cute, especially little baby ones. Oh.
So Damon was a soldier who went AWOL so he could hang out with Catherine. There's a character named Catherine?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Elena's doppelganger.
Interesting. I have the barest knowledge of the Vampire Diaries, and it's all through my friend Tiara because it's like her favorite show.
It's been a really long time since I've seen him.
They were in the Twilight world in tennis.
Yeah, because Edward was suddenly British.
Childhood crush, girl. I'm still in it. So excited for Batman.
I am too. Robert Pattinson as Batman makes so much sense to me. I'm excited.
I love
But
how
also,
he,
Anna, I'm with you.
he was like, yeah, people have such high expectations for this role. And I'm like, nope, I'm just going to be a garbage man. Like, I trust him. I trust him with Batman.
I trust Robert Pattinson with my life.
It's so rare to see wolves. Our wilderness survival group travels out to eastern Washington to try and track and spot them, but I've never seen one myself.
Ooh, a wilderness
There's-
survival group sounds fun.
There's a wolf sanctuary maybe like an hour away from where I'm at, and I've always wanted to go there, but haven't gotten the chance yet.
I mean, I saw occasional wolves in Minnesota growing up. It's not that crazy.
Did ScarJo play an Asian man in Christine? Imagine someone begging you to finish the book you were writing 12 years ago, actually more because publishing takes forever. It took like 5 years between book 1 and book 2 to come out. And so we're like, okay, it's going to take him a while. But no one thought it'd be 12 years. And like this time last year, he was saying like, yeah, it should be like relatively soon, guys. Maybe next year. I can't give you an exact date, but like that's what I'm hoping. And now there's just nothing.
Nothing.
I didn't even like book 2, and I still want to read book 3.
That's why I've just decided not to read any Panther Grotfus. I'm like, you know what? No, not reading any.
Read book 1. Just read the first book, and it's so good that you don't have to bother with the second one. I'm trying, Miranda. I'm trying. I can see the end. Raccoons will mess you up, but they're so cute, and they have the little grabby hands. Have you seen the video of the raccoon washing its cotton candy?
It's so cute. And it's like so confused because it keeps devolving.
Ratman. That's Violet. Is Violet's superhero name? Kate used to have a childhood crush on the fox from Disney's Robin Hood.
Hey, that fox is unusually hot.
Please don't say that again.
They make them very human-like. What can I say? I get it, Sasha. I get it.
Fox Robin Hood was the coolest character in all the characters. Definitely rare on the West Coast. I guess I should just be living in Minnesota.
Yeah, but we don't have weeds, so.
You do in Michigan. Which isn't too far away.
Wonder if that means the publisher didn't like what he submitted. He refuses to like show his publisher anything. What he says he's been doing is just rewriting it himself because he's not happy with it, which like I get, but also at some point you have to just be done with it. Like,
and eventually, like if you're really struggling that much, like you got to get help. Like,
how the hell do you not love the Hot Lion King, Robin Hood? I love that you watch the video with the raccoon and the cotton candy, and Katie just nods like that's a normal question.
I've seen it. Though.
It is a normal question.
It is.
It's like breaking news when gray wolves are spotted in California. I'm not judging you, Sasha. I'm just confused. Should we do another sprint?
Yes.
Because we're an hour and 20 minutes in, and we've done a single sprint.
Well, this is social hour, so we've done an hour of socializing.
Yeah, the rest is all sprint.
Oh no.
We can do a
Didn't think that
chunky
through.
one. We got Elaine put out a bunch of long ones recently.
It's up to you if you're okay with that. I know you don't like long ones.
It's fine. I can just pet my cat the
That's what she
entire time.
said.
I don't like long. She doesn't like long when she's gonna pet her cat the whole time. What the hell, guys? What's going on? I gotta get out of here. I'm sorry, I can't. You walk right into that one. Guys, I can't right now.
Thank you, Lexi. I appreciate you.
This has
Immaculate
been
vibes.
so
in the-
fun.
The official Nano ones are down to business. Yeah, this is unsanctioned by NaNoWriMo.
In fact, they've blacklisted us.
Yeah. My one friend's mother works for NaNoWriMo, like officially. It's very interesting.
Wow, small world. That's crazy.
We can do a 30.
Sure.
We can do Elaine's 30-minute timer if I remember to share the screen so that other people can see it and not just me.
Not just you. We're just guessing as to when it's gonna end.
Yeah. All right, so see you guys in half an hour. that sprint was somehow both longer and shorter than I thought it was. Don't ask how that makes sense, because it doesn't. That's not what I wanted. That one. I know buttons, guys. What'd you do?
I did good. Did some beta reading. Continued with that.
I just continued with some character stuff, character design, and working on like the main antagonists, like what would you call them? In my head, they're kind of like what are they called? In Lord of the Rings, the like wraiths that are sent after the ring. That's kind of their vibe. So I was working on that. Although less undead and more just hunters. Oh, hi.
He really wants
I'm
to
a
be
bear.
in the stream.
He does. Let me move my cup so you can actually see him. Hi.
Oh,
It's fair. Nazgul. That's what they're called. Thank you, Lexi.
I wrote 593 words and also got a granola bar and came back to an interesting conversation happening in the chat. So we'll get there when I go through the comments at a snail's pace. So before we like actually got into the sprint, Miranda said the rat is so cute.
It
Valid.
was really cute.
Nana was gonna send a cease and desist. And Anna said we all signed a contract saying that we had to be inappropriate today, actually.
I certainly did sign that.
That's just my birth certificate. Although I didn't sign my birth certificate, so that doesn't really make sense as a joke.
It was
Whatever.
funny. I
It's still
laughed.
funny.
Thank
I
you.
was still funny.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Crystal got the test she's been waiting for and soon have food magically appear on her desk. Ooh, I wish. I have to make my own food.
No, right?
And when official Nano staff see you, they're going to be like, put them into contamination. Their vibes are too immaculate.
It's funny.
Oh, Marta left. So, goodbye, Marta, half an hour ago. Nana will never want anything to do with Lexi. I mean, same. I mean, I don't talk about weed and murder as much as you do, but, like, for other reasons. And big feet. Can't forget about the big feet.
Can't forget about it.
Nano Ratmo.
NaNoWriMo. But we should officially recall it.
I don't know why this was said. Oh, don't forget the poop. I don't. Is that something Lexi talks about a lot?
I don't know. I was wondering that myself.
Weeds and murders and bears. A friend recently sent Lexi a picture of Bear's cat too, so you know those themes can overlap.
It's true.
That's when I came back from the kitchen with the granola bar, and I could not spell granola to save my life. I kept switching the O and the A, and then once I got those in the correct order, I kept switching the L and the N. So like I was just having a bad time all around.
It was a tough. It's a tough word.
Nikki also likes weed and murder and bears. And murder bears.
Murder bears.
I think I'm gonna pass on the murder bears. The scene from Rivet when DiCaprio is attacked by the bears is their fave scene ever. That's a choice.
It's a choice. Do you really just hate Leonardo DiCaprio, or just really love bears attacking people?
We have to make a list of like actors that we as a collective are boycotting.
Oh. I guess
I
Jake
feel like-
Gyllenhaal's at the top of the list, since there's so many Swifties in here.
I feel like we have like quite the list we could make.
You probably do.
Michael has finished vacuuming. Congrats.
Took a while. Good job.
Sasha's worked on a cliffhanger. Love a good cliffhanger. Crystal has food, so the world is good. Dixie says, I mentioned the other day when somebody recommended Death Wish coffee. I don't remember that. Danny gets bored. Doctor, please sign here. I love the phrase "gets born." I mean, my signature might as well be an infant who wrote it because it certainly doesn't look like my name.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going for a pen name so that when I sign books, it'll actually look like a word.
Yeah, right. I know,
It's
right?
gonna be all loops.
There you go.
Like he says, it's just so good of a scene. I've never seen The Revenant, so I can't comment on that.
I haven't either.
I started watching it and noped out like in the first couple minutes.
Why?
I don't remember. I just for some reason I was like, oh, I can't do this.
I think my favorite movie scene is in Pirates of the Caribbean when Jack, Will, and the guy whose name I'm forgetting and I'm feeling like a fake fan are fighting and they're on the water wheel and it breaks loose and it's just going. I think that's just the
Barbossa?
funniest scene. I don't think it's
Mhm.
Barbossa. I think it's the dude who works for Elizabeth's dad. I can't think of his name. It starts with an N, maybe. Hold on. Norrington. That was his
Right.
name. Yeah.
I had a crush on him when I was a child.
Apparently his first name is James. I didn't know his name was James.
James Norrington. Very British. Oh, hi. Do you still want to be in stream?
I think that's my favorite movie scene, at least off the top of my head.
I'm trying to think what mine would be.
Other people actually knew it. Oh, hello also. I guess you recently joined us. Hello. And you are correct. I
That's true.
don't remember what this was about.
Probably Norrington being hot.
That's fair.
I think my favorite movie scene that I can think of is when Eowyn in the third Lord of the Rings movie, spoiler alert, says, "I am no man," and stabs the Witch King of Angmar.
I don't think you have to spoiler alert Lord of the Rings, considering a month from now is the 20th anniversary of the first movie. And
Look.
the books came out in like the 50s?
Earlier than that. Like,
Was it?
or no, later than that. No, I'm thinking of The Hobbit. The Hobbit was in like the 40s.
Put the
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings around
Which
here
one came
somewhere.
out first?
Well, I guess I could just Google it.
True.
What's more work,
In
typing
the
it in Google or
1900s.
looking
We
at
can
the
just
book?
say that.
The 1900s, right?
Like,
I even
don't think
watched
you have to
a movie
spoil
about
it.
him. I even watched Tolkien, and I still can't remember when the books came out.
I forgot that was coming out. I was so excited for it, and then I just didn't watch it.
It was so good. I really loved it. I watched it in theaters because I'm such a nerd.
Welcome to
Also, speaking of bears, this is Bear for anyone who doesn't know. Since we were talking about bears earlier.
Oh,
Katie
what a
has the
sweetie.
cutest dogs.
My baby.
What about you, Violet? What's your favorite movie scene?
Oh, well, I was thinking 2005 Pride and Prejudice, like the walking through like the dusky field.
Such a
Oh.
good one.
Matthew
whole
McFadden,
movie.
yes. So good.
I don't feel comfortable with the Fellowship movie being 20 years old. No, I saw a Tumblr post about it yesterday, and I just had to sit there for a minute, like, huh.
I think I reblogged it. You might have
Yeah,
seen it on
actually,
mine.
I think it was from you.
Because the thing was like, what was it? Oh my gosh, it was the line from the first movie. It was like, I sense a movie marathon coming. loves
Apparently,
you
we've
too,
been
Lexi.
going for 2 hours.
That doesn't feel real.
Well, that last sprint was really chunky, so.
That's true. It was a chunky sprint.
And as always, I'm now starving because I'm an idiot who didn't eat before the stream. It's okay, I have another chance
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Thank you for that.
And for Violet, it's just rat.
Rat. It was actually very, very warm on my birthday. It was like 80 degrees on my birthday, and the doctor who was supposed to deliver me
In
went home to
December?
mow his lawn. Yes.
It's like
He went home to
negative
mow his
20
lawn.
when I was born.
don't know what temperature it was when I was born, but I remember I was supposed to be born in November, but I was born in September because the little bubble that you're in when you're in your mom's womb is like, the one that I was in broke. And so the doctors are like, that's a little bit dangerous. But then I also had like a twin and she was perfectly fine. So they're like, we should just wait for a moment and see what happens. And then like 4 days later, they're just like, yeah, no, we're going to try and deliver one of your children, but not the other one. So she can still develop. And that didn't work. So
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
but they tried. Sasha's favorite movie scene is when Fox, Robin Hood, and Bear Little John are walking through the forest. Sasha, stop doing this to me. Lexi's mom spent the day at a casino before she was born and then was like, all right, time for my scheduled C-section. This is how I wanted to spend my day before the delivery.
It's kind of iconic.
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
I think I am tired. So that
Yeah, I
might
need to
be
feed
it.
the dogs.
If y'all would like to introduce yourself.
Oh, me first?
If you would like to.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Violet. Check out my newest vlog. It's of me going to Disneyland. It's a fun time. I have a book club. We're going to read The Golden Compass next month, and then we're going to read Twilight and tear it apart there. So check it out.
Yeah.
And Warrior Cats. Can't forget Warrior Cats.
Oh, yeah. Warrior Cats comes between Twilight. And
I'm so excited for Warrior Cats. Like, I'm ready.
I'm not ready.
Katie, can we expect to see Warrior Cats fan fiction in the new year?
Oh, I hadn't thought about it, but maybe. You never know. You never know. I'll try to become the next Aaron Hunter. Like, I'll try to join the pen name.
Is that how that works?
I don't know, but there's like 6
Yeah.
people who are Aaron Hunter.
Really?
It's like 6
Mhm.
people. Yeah, that's why there's no consistency in any of the books because there's all written by different people.
That makes sense.
Anyway, hi, I'm Katie. This is Bear. If you can see him, I make writing content here on the internet, and I'm also a Warrior Cat stan and know way too much about it. Oh my gosh, Nikki, your life's about to change. I make videos about writing and I write fantasy. That's about it. Yep. Oh, and I also stream every single Friday with a group called the Troublemakers, which if y'all are not part of the Discord or part of our group, I highly recommend it. We have a great time.
Oh, I guess it's my turn. I'm Danny. You're on my channel. What's up? Come back here 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow to see my last stream of the weekend with Marta and Sophie and Adele Marie hanging out with me. It'll be a fun time. In December, I am hosting a readathon called the Vox Machinathon. It is inspired by Critical Role, but you do not need to be a fan of Critical Role to join. You can just come hang out and read some good books. And yeah, that's it. Thank you all for joining. I hope you had a fun time. I know I certainly did.